All right, so I have this Endurance brand. You see the part number right there. Got this from WeBike. So basically, this is a brake. This is like a parking brake. So how it goes on the trail here is that where the mirror is, right? You mount this with this hole right here. You mount on the mirror right there, and this right here, when it stands out, it actually holds the brake lever right there. So if you look at the brake lever, if you squeeze the brake lever, see that little spot that comes out, that little point at the end of the brake lever right there. So you squeeze the brake lever, and this little thing here will hook onto that point, and it keeps the brake lever squeezed. So that's how it works. So let's put it on. So this is pretty easy. So I don't need to do a video on this, since I only run my mini bikes with one mirror. This side has no mirror, so I actually had to get a bolt. For this. So make sure you get a bolt, and the bolt is a God, now I can't remember what the size bolt is. It's a God, what is this? I think this is a M10. Is that an M12? No, M10, I think. M10, and it's either 1.5 or 1.25 thread pitch. And whatever the case, you bring your mirror stock in so you know what size it is, so you can match it up. All right, so that was a quick, easy install. Here it is, my bolt, and I put a washer on there, and there it is. So again, all you need to do is just squeeze the lever, and this right here will slide in. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Squeeze the lever, slide this in, and that basically holds the lever squeezed. Then to undo it, all you have to do is just squeeze the lever again, because when you squeeze the lever, because right now the lever is not squeezed, so the lever wants to extend back, so it puts, it kind of clamps this little wedge. So when you squeeze the lever again, it loosens up that wedge, and the spring here will pop this back out, like so. So that's it. So when I put this on, you notice there's a gap right here between the reservoir and this front end right here. So you put it on where this bracket right here touches the reservoir. What happens there is that this little wedge right here on the back side of that will actually also touch the reservoir, so it causes friction. So this thing doesn't freely move like this. It will actually, when you move it, it will just stay wherever you put it. So put a little bit of space there, and you'll be okay. So that's my parking brake. So this thing doesn't necessarily need a parking brake, but it is. The trail does have that centrifugal clutch, so when you put it on there, especially if this bike is loaded up or whatever, and I leave it on the side stand instead of the center stand, I don't want to have any problems with the thing rolling off, or even if it's on the center stand, it still works, because this is the front brake, right? So it locks the front wheel. So if you're, again, whatever situation you're at, especially if you're loaded up, it causes the bike to be heavier and the balance to be off, because right now the bike as is, it's very balanced at the side stand and the center stand, but that's unloaded. But once you load up the stuff here, it actually becomes kind of goofy, and it kind of gets unbalanced, and things happen. Things will, it'll slip inside or whatever. That's what happened on my Super Cub. When I had my Super Cub, when it's unloaded, parking was fine, but when I had it loaded up, the bike actually dropped a few times, just on the center stand, and on the side stand, because when it was fully loaded, it was just the balance was off on the bike. So this will, because of the off balance, this will prevent any movement at all, because it's the front wheel, and and the bike is always touching the front wheel on the ground, right? So when it's parked, doesn't matter the center stand or side stand, this will lock that up, and that takes care of that problem, hopefully. All right, thanks for watching.